Hi guys, I hope you're all doing well today. And today I want to talk about how opportunities don't appear out of nowhere and how they appear when you become a person opportunities can find. And what I mean by this is that we live in a world where it's constantly put on you that opportunities will find its way to you. People have a reason to believe that them doing nothing or them doing the same routines every day will mean that opportunities will find them. They believe that what they're doing is enough and that opportunities come naturally and that you don't really have to do anything, you just have to wait for your turn. And I'm here to say that it's simply not true. I wish it was that easy. Life would be a lot more easier and a lot more enjoyable, but unfortunately it's not the truth. And the reason why it's important that you become a person opportunities can find is because that's how it gets to you in the first place. When you become that person who seeks it, that person who will change their daily routine to find it, that person who will put in new habits, who will try new things, who will sort of alter their life in a way where they can get opportunities towards them. Opportunities isn't exactly about something you've got to seek out, something you've got to put the work in every day to try and find, because it can find you naturally, but it can only find you naturally if you become open to allowing it to find you. And the way for you to become open and the way for you to allow it to find you is to simply be more so in the space where you seek the opportunities you want. So, for example, if you want to trial a football club, you want to be a professional footballer, be in environments where you will be able to get opportunities. They don't have to be there. There might not be any chance for you to do anything or gain any usable insight, but you simply being in a place where you can find opportunities will allow you to find it. So say for example, you want to be a footballer, you want to be famous, you want to be the next Ronaldo. When you constantly put yourself in just random matches like Sunday leagues, where, if you guys don't know what Sunday league is, pretty much where just a bunch of random people can play football. But you put yourself in Sunday leagues, you just watch random games, you go to random matches, you play in a field, you play in a park. Simply doing things in which opportunities can find you will allow you to get those opportunities. Because who knows, you might have just went to some random Sunday league game to play. Next thing you know, a scout's watching you and they want your information, they want you to have a trial for them. And that simply happened because you didn't necessarily want to find the opportunity at the Sunday league, but instead you wanted to present yourself in a way where an opportunity can find you. So what I'm trying to say is that your world will expand when you do things you're not familiar with. You can constantly do the thing you want to do that you want to get an opportunity out of, but ultimately it might not be enough, because if you keep staying in the same position in which you're doing something that can get you opportunities, but you're not doing it to the maximum, you're doing it to a level where you're comfortable, where you feel as if it's enough, that's where it becomes hard for opportunities to find you. So you need to get into the habit of doing things to another level. And it's a very broad subject because we all have different things we want to achieve. So obviously I will try to word this to the best I can, but the important thing that you take of this video is that you always try to take things to the next level, because when you prove that you can do things at a high level, even if it's not your best, still it gives you a sort of wider perspective on that goal of yours itself. It will allow you to figure out your weaknesses, your strengths. It will allow you to see what you need to do to really get out more opportunities. So if you want to be a person that opportunities can find, you simply need to do more of your doing. You need to take it to another level. You need to express it more. You need to let people see you do it. You don't have to constantly say, I want an opportunity to do this, I want the chance to work here or do that. You need to prove it in your work that you want to. You need to make sure that everyone you know, your mum, your dad, your sister, everyone you know knows what you're doing, because the more people you know and the more people who you have interacting with what you do, more opportunities will find you. That friend who's been keeping tabs on what you're doing, who you've been following up with what you've been doing for something you want to achieve, they might find an opportunity for you. They might see all the work you're putting in and they might just be living their regular life and realise, oh, there's this poster here of something that my friend might like, and there you go, you got an opportunity. So obviously things like that are pretty unlikely, but when you become that person who will take whatever chance they get to benefit their own career, you will find those opportunities. When you get rid of your fear of being seen differently, your fear of being judged, and your fear of being disrespected, you will find opportunities with ease, and you will be able to advance in your career much better, and you will be glad that you took that step in the first place. Because in this day and age, everyone is scared of being judged. They're worried that people will make fun of them. But when you become that person who only seeks opportunities, that only wants to better themselves for their future, you will find those opportunities, and you will be glad that you did.